welcome to Classics I've Never Watched here on Rotting Flesh. I'm Billy Pop. Also, if you're interested, check out my band Billy and the Guttersnipes on SoundCloud sometime. Shameless advertising. Tonight, my friends, we will be checking out a carnival of carnage, in no relation to those insane clowns you may or may not be fans of. I'm actually not a juggalo, but if I was, I'd be awesome at it. It's time for Tobe Hooper's 1981 slasher classic, The Funhouse. This review is dedicated to my mom, because I went through a list with her and she picked this one. Being how my mother is not an avid horror fan, and particularly hates slasher movies, she was upset with her poor choices afterwards. Now some people might be thinking, but Billy Pop, how haven't you watched this before? I mean, you run a horror channel, and you're you! Well, I don't have time to see everything, you guys. First off, guys, we get some opening music that is shown with, like, mannequins and dolls and clowns and circus shit, and it only makes the music more disturbing as the credits roll. Good start. Now, the movie starts off with a direct tribute to John Carpenter's Halloween and Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I assume most of you have watched this. The girl that got stabbed in the shower with a fake knife is Amy. Her little brother being the masked killer, Joey. Kinda like Night of the Demons when the kid pops out of the closet to scare his nude sister. What was with the 80s and this sort of thing? So Amy wants to go to a sketchball carnival with her boyfriend Buzz, her best friend Liz, and her boyfriend Richie. So this girl's parents just will not lay off. You can tell they're those kind of people that expect things and demand things.
It's after 9. I don't know where you're going tonight, but I don't want you going to that damn carnival.
I don't see why you want to waste your time with a guy who works in a filling station to begin with. Can't even pick you up at a decent hour.
Did you hear what I said about that carnival?
Answer your father.
You've got 10 seconds to get up to bed, young man.
Oh, man. Deciders. They go to the carnival anyway. Liz just says what Nicholas Schreck said to Phil Donahue.
When you're stoned, Charles Manson's a terrific guy.
Sorry to my American fans, but... America! This one carny says alive, alive, alive a lot, and it's really annoying, so I won't run clips of it. At one point, they're all smoking weed outside of the carnival, and you can tell that some of them have never smoked weed in their entire fucking lives. Look at this guy fiending out in the front. It's like he's coming down off heroin. I'm surprised he didn't just kill them and smoke the whole joint to himself. You know, get his fix. And check this out. You can tell by the music that it's this guy's worst nightmare when somebody doesn't finish a joint with him.
Hey, me too. Hey, you guys, it isn't even finished yet.
Richie, come on. Come on.
He just looks so sad. They go see a fortune teller, she gets mad at them. So our crew decides to spend the night in the Carnival Funhouse. I bet if they knew the movie was called The Funhouse, they'd probably stay away from there. While they're exploring the funhouse, from beneath them, between the floorboards, they see the fortune teller that got mad at them get murdered by a grunting killer in a Frankenstein mask while dolls laugh. It's really not completely insane. In fact, a lot of scenes with the Frankenstein guy remind me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Turns out Frankenstein face is actually this dog creature thingy that is being raised by an abusive alcoholic carny. It seems Dad has been raising it for a while and cleaning up after Dogface decides to flip out every once in a while and kill somebody. There's a part where Joey gets abducted by a carny, and then the carny rubs his cheeks right in front of his parents.
Why
Washed him up real good.
Sick bastard. Amy and her friends fall victim to zany funhouse traps. Also, Liz gets hit in the face with garbage. Classic. Amy's friends get killed off one by one, and then her and Freakazoid Dog Two-Faced John Carpenter doppelganger get into a final showdown. The Funhouse was an interesting looking film. In a way, you can tell it was directed by the same guy who directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The sets were creepy. It kind of reminded me of Tourist Trap, like with all the mannequins and stuff. The lighting was also a real treat for the eyes. The writing here is basic until you realize that this is kind of a slasher movie, and there's more there than meets the eye. The acting was actually well done. I liked the lead characters, and all the carnies were zany and fucking awesome. The dialogue was actually pretty natural sounding too. There were some silly parts, but for the most part it felt like the real world. Well, kinda. The killer himself for me kinda fell short. In fact, he was my least favorite character. I thought he was too impish, and I feel like even though his face was fugly, I'd fuck him up. The music is really scary. I really dug it a lot. Now, my only other issue with this movie, aside from the killer, is the effects, which are mostly the killer's face. The rest of the movie is pretty much just sparks and electrical gags, so why didn't they spend more time on the makeup? I mean, I know it was 1981, but it really doesn't look real. Can I recommend Funhouse? I certainly can. It may not be a perfect movie, but it breathes atmosphere and is genuinely unnerving until they show the killer's face and ruin everything. I will say that I've only watched about 3 Tobe Hooper movies, and this one ranks dead last on the list for what I would choose to show someone if they've never seen his work before. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Poltergeist were a little bit better, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. It works for me, and I like that. I don't know, I have it in this 4-pack. So, you know, there's probably no features, really. I haven't really looked, but... Hey, buds, thanks for watching. Now it's my turn to watch you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Magic Production.